Hello, good morning. It's just my children playing. We are reading The Mystery of History. We're on volume 4. I'm sorry I sound so tired, but I am tired. So
I've woken up by now.
I'm still waiting to wake up, still waiting for that coffee to kick in. Boom. We're reading about, did I say we're reading about the Irish Civil War already? I don't know if I did. But this will be interesting because I don't know about the Irish Civil War. This was from 1922 to 1924. Okay. In the same year that Lenin formed the USSR, Ireland erupted into a confusing civil war. It only lasted 2 years, but the result would change the boundaries of Ireland. So most of the island, which is mostly Roman Catholic, would hold tight to its independence from Great Britain. And in time, it would become the Republic of Ireland, or just Ireland. But the northeast corner, which is predominantly Protestant, would be carved away from Ireland in terms of what country it belonged to, and it would be attached to Great Britain. This would be named Northern Ireland. Unfortunately, tension and debate still exist over the borders of Northern Ireland, and Great Britain. Okay, so here is...
I'm sure they've stopped by now.
No, they haven't.
Isn't part of like Ireland or Scotland?
This is Scotland up here. So we have a lot of family ancestors from Scotland.
Go on, mate.
This is England. We have some ancestors from England. We also have ancestors from Wales. I didn't really ever know that Wales was separate from England.
It's separate.
I mean, it's separate from England, not separate from Great Britain. Because it's like Scotland, England, Wales. Here's Northern Ireland that becomes part of Great Britain. And then this part of Ireland stays just Ireland. And we also have ancestors from Ireland. Okay.
But a lot of Americans had come from England and all that.
A lot of Americans had come from England. Yes. So, to comprehend the Irish Civil War, we'll first need to take a look back at this emerald green island, which it's a neighbor of Great Britain. Great Britain is England, Wales, and Scotland, and apparently now also Northern Ireland. Ireland in the ancient times was home to the invading Celtic tribes. I think it is pronounced Celtic. Over there, but I think we pronounce it Celtic here. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that. Let's see. The Celtics settled small kingdoms and often warred against each other. St. Patrick brought the gospel to Ireland. We remember him in the 4th century.
Wasn't he a guy who what was it? Forced them to believe?
He did not force them to believe. Choose something for your hands. Yeah, there you go, a toy. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. St. Patrick brought the gospel, Christianity grew, and then throughout the 800s and 900s, Viking warriors terrorized the coast of Ireland. They had raids. They plundered. Next, the French Normans threatened the Irish. They started to, it says, encroach. I don't exactly know what that means in this context, because Ireland, it says they started to encroach on England after conquering Great Britain in 1066 at the Battle of Hastings. But my question is, how are you encroaching if Ireland is an island? Does that mean you're kind of like pushing in with your ships on the ocean? You're like, because encroaching means you're kind of
Edging up.
Yeah. So how are you edging up there? Like, are you on a boat?
Isn't Ireland smaller than the United States?
Very much so. It was 1541 that Ireland was officially subdued by England under the infamous reign of King Henry VIII. He declared himself King of Ireland and Britain. England, by the way, was not yet Great Britain during the 1500s. The naming of Great Britain came in 1707 when Scotland was subdued. I don't like this word subdued that she's using because it gives the impression when you subdue someone, it's kind of like they're out of order and you need to kind of, get them back under control. But Scotland was added to the nation, so they weren't even a part of the nation yet.
I don't like how people sometimes conquer, like, take your country.
Yeah. Henry VIII. Oh, so Henry VIII, we remember, broke away from the Roman Catholic Church because he wanted to divorce his wife, which was forbidden. This was a scandalous story, what we've already covered. And he proclaimed himself leader of the Anglican Church.
He must have really not liked her if he was going to go to the extent of making a whole other church.
I don't think it had to do with her. I think it had to do with his concept of power, who he thought he was, and lust of the flesh. He proclaimed himself. Once he said, I'm not only head of this Anglican church, I'm also now King of Ireland. So, people, just letting you know. He wished to make all of Ireland Protestant. It says for his political gain. This would set up Ireland for years of conflict between the Protestants and Catholics. You could say that the Reformation lasted longer in Ireland than anywhere else. Irish Catholics, who were the majority, suffered under Henry VIII's laws and the kings that succeeded him. English Protestants taxed the Irish Catholics to support the Protestant church. So they had to give their money to support a church they didn't agree with. Second, the English Protestants took the Catholic lands, the Irish Catholic lands. For example, Henry's famous daughter Elizabeth I. She was notorious for giving large tracts of Irish land away as gifts to her admirers. The wealthy Protestant landowners from England, like Walter Raleigh, Sir Walter Raleigh, Raleigh is named after. Excuse me, cough, go away. They held considerable power over the Catholic tenants. Then James I, who followed Elizabeth in reigning over England and Ireland, granted farmland to more of the English Protestants and Scottish planters. These groups settled in the northeast countries of Ulster. That's a province of Ireland. She says, remember that. I will try, but there's a lot going on here.
There's a lot of stuff to remember.
Yeah, I mean, lots of stuff is happening right now. Then in 1649, see more stuff. Oliver Cromwell, he was a Protestant and a Puritan ruler, led a horrific campaign against the Irish Catholics and put many of the priests and civilians to death. I vaguely remember that. According to Cromwell, it was revenge for the Catholics that supported the king